Agustin Iturbide. Agustin Iturbide, born September 27 of 1783 in the Viceroyalty of New Spain, now Morelia, Mexico, and died in July 19 of 1824, Padilla, Mexico. He was a Mexican caudillo who became the leader of the conservative factions in the Mexican independence movement, and he became the first emperor of Mexico.
Like many young men of the upper classes in Spanish America, Iturbide entered the Royalist Army, becoming an officer in the provincial regiment of his native city in 1797. In 1810, Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla offered him a post with his revolutionary army, but Iturbide refused and pledged himself to the Spanish cause instead. His defense of Valladolid against the revolutionary forces of José María Morelos dealt a crushing blow to the insurgents, and for this victory, Iturbide was given command of the military district in Guanajuato and Michoacán. In 1816, however, grave charges of extortion and violence caused his removal.
By 1820, the radical independence movement was almost entirely extinguished. Both Hidalgo and Morelos had been captured and executed. Only guerrilla bands under the command of General Vicente Guerrero prevented the complete victory of the Royalists. The Mexican independence movement then performed a curious about-face in reaction to a liberal coup d'etat in Spain. The conservatives in Mexico, formerly staunch Royalists, advocated immediate independence.
Iturbide assumed command of the army and, at Iguala, allied his reactionary force with Guerrero's radical insurgents. Iturbide's Plan de Iguala, published on February 24, 1821, proclaimed three guarantees. The first one being immediate independence from Spain, the second one equality for Spaniards and Criollos, and the third, the supremacy of Roman Catholic and a ban of all other religions. The Army of Three Guarantees quickly subjugated the country. On August 24, 1821, Juan O'Donoghue, the new representative of the Spanish king, represented the Treaty of Córdoba, recognizing the independence of Mexico.
The revolutionary coalition quickly fell apart as Iturbide removed Guerrero and his insurgent following from influence. On May 19, 1822, Iturbide placed the crown on his own head and became Agustin I, Emperor of Mexico, an arbitrary and extravagant ruler. He proved unable to bring order and stability to his country, and all parties soon turned against him. Opposition solidified behind Antonio López de Santana, whose own plan called for Iturbide's overthrow and exile.
On March 19 of 1823, Iturbide abdicated and went first to Italy and then to England. In 1824, however, he returned to Mexico, unaware that the Congress had decreed his death. Captured on July 15, he was executed 4 days later. Although regarded by most scholars as a self-serving military adventurer, he has remained for the Roman Catholic Church and for the conservative classes the great hero of Mexican independence. Roman Catholic Church
City in 1997. 17.
By 1820, the radical independence movement was
Three
Guarantees.
guarantees. 1821 proclaimed three wars.
Years in Creoles.
Proclaimed three.
¿Era en inglés?
Radical insurgents. Iturbide assumed command of the army.